Ready to dive into something most of us think about at some point.
You bet.
Buying a home.
Yeah. Such a big.
Huge and exciting, but also like kind of overwhelming, right?
Oh, for sure.
So many steps and things to think about.
Exactly.
Well, today we're here to help, right?
Yeah.
Make it less overwhelming.
Absolutely.
We're going deep on smart moves for first-time home buyers. And we've got this awesome blog post by real estate expert Sean Hermanson.
Oh, yeah. He knows his stuff.
He's got this list of don'ts, the top 5 things to avoid when you're getting ready to buy a house.
Smart.
But we're not just going to read them off the list.
Right.
We're going to really get into it.
Yeah.
Why each one matters, what it means for your finances, all that good stuff.
Exactly. So you can actually use this advice.
Yeah. So you can be smart and avoid common pitfalls.
Love it.
All right. Don't #1 on Sean's list.
Yeah.
No big purchases or new lines of credit.
Ooh, that's a big one.
Right. Like, I get it. You're thinking about the house. You're thinking about decorating. You're thinking about all the furniture you're going to need. But why is it so important to hold off on that stuff?
Well, think about it from the lender's perspective.
Okay.
They want to see that you're financially stable.
Makes sense.
And they have a couple of main tools to figure that out.
Okay, what are they?
One is your credit score, which is basically like...
Oh, yeah. Everyone talks about credit score.
Yeah, it's super important.
So what is it?
It's like a summary of your credit history.
Right.
All your loans, credit cards, how you've handled payments.
Like a financial report card.
Exactly. A higher score generally means you're a lower risk borrower.
Okay, so lenders like to see good grades there.
Absolutely. It shows you're responsible with money.
Gotcha.
The second tool is your debt-to-income ratio, or DTI.
DTI, okay.
This one looks at how much of your income is already going towards debt payments.
Right, like car payments, student loans, all that.
Exactly, and lenders want to make sure you can comfortably handle those payments plus a mortgage.
So basically, they don't want you to be house poor.
Exactly. You want to be able to enjoy your new home, not be stressed about making ends meet.
Right, it's about finding that balance.
For sure.
So it's back to those new couches and TVs and stuff.
Yeah, even financing a seemingly small purchase can have a big impact.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Let's say you finance a new couch for like $5,000.
Okay, that's a nice couch.
Right. Depending on your income and other debts, that could bump up your DTI.
Oh, so it might seem small, but it can really affect things.
Exactly. It could affect how much you qualify to borrow or even your interest rate.
Wow, so it's definitely worth holding off on those big purchases until after you close on the house.
For sure. You'll be glad you did.
All right, on to don't #2. Changing jobs or income right before you buy.
Another important one.
This one seems pretty intuitive, right? Lenders want stability.
It's all about proving you can reliably repay the loan. They like to see a consistent work history and steady income, ideally for at least 2 years.
Makes sense.
Now, this doesn't mean you're stuck in your job forever, but if you're thinking about making a change, it's usually smarter to wait until after you've bought the house.
So it's not about limiting your career options, it's about timing.
Exactly. Timing is everything when it comes to buying a home.
Yeah, I had a friend who actually went through something similar.
Oh, yeah.
He switched jobs right before closing and almost lost his dream house because of it.
Oh, I've seen that happen too.
It was a whole mess, so it's definitely something to keep in mind.
Definitely a cautionary tale.
All right, don't #3 is all about getting pre-approved for a mortgage.
This is huge.
So what exactly does pre-approval mean?
It's basically like a dress rehearsal for getting a mortgage.
I like that analogy.
You provide all your financial info to a lender.
Okay.
They review it and give you an estimate of how much you can borrow.
Got it. So it's not a guarantee, but it gives you a realistic idea of what you can afford.
Exactly. And it also shows sellers that you're a serious buyer.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, especially in a competitive market, being pre-approved can give you a big edge.
How so?
It shows the seller that you're ready to go, that you're less likely to have financing issues down the road.
So it can help you stand out from other buyers.
Absolutely. I've seen bidding wars where the pre-approved buyer won even if their offer wasn't the highest.
Wow, that's a great point.
It really shows you're committed.
Okay. Don't #4 is neglecting your credit report.
Oh, yes, the credit report.
We all know it's important, but why is it so crucial to check it before applying for a mortgage?
Your credit report is basically a detailed financial history, but the thing is, errors can happen.
Really?
Oh, yeah, things like old debts that are incorrectly marked or even identity theft can really mess with your score.
And you might not even realize it's happening.
Exactly. That's why checking your report beforehand is so crucial.
So you can catch any errors and fix them before they hurt you.
Precisely. It's all about being proactive and taking control of your financial future.
So how do you actually check your credit report?
You can get a free copy from each of the 3 major credit bureaus, Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion, once a year.
Once a year.
Yep, it's a federal law.
That's good to know.
And there are also websites and apps that let you monitor your credit more regularly.
Okay, so definitely worth looking into those resources.
Absolutely.
All right, last but not least, don't #5. Skipping the home inspection.
This is a big one.
This might be tempting, right? Especially if the house looks great.
Yeah, but trust me, a home inspection is worth every penny.
Why is that?
Think of it like a checkup for the house.
Okay.
A qualified inspector will go through the entire property top to bottom.
So they're looking for any potential problems.
Exactly. Everything from the roof to the foundation, plumbing, electrical, you name it.
Even in new homes.
Especially in new homes. You'd be surprised how often new construction has hidden issues.
Wow, I wouldn't have thought of that.
Yeah, it's more common than you think.
So the inspection can really protect you from unexpected expenses down the road.
Absolutely. It's a small investment that can save you a ton of money and headaches in the long run.
Can you give an example of how an inspection might save someone money?
Sure, I once inspected a house that looked perfect on the surface.
Okay.
But during the inspection, we found a major electrical problem that could have been a fire hazard.
Oh, wow, that's scary.
It was. Luckily, the buyers were able to renegotiate with the seller to cover the repair costs before closing.
So the inspection saved them thousands of dollars.
Exactly. And potentially prevented a dangerous situation.
Okay, so to recap, we've covered 5 crucial don'ts for potential home buyers. Don't make big purchases or open new lines of credit. Don't change jobs right before buying. Get pre-approved for a mortgage. Check your credit report. And never skip the home inspection.
5 great tips to make the process smoother and less stressful.
Exactly. And remember, buying a home is a big decision, but with the right information and preparation, it can be an amazing experience.
It's about being empowered and making informed choices.
Now, as you start this journey, I want to leave you with a thought. What other financial preparations would you prioritize?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Think about things like saving for a down payment, researching different mortgage options, budgeting for closing costs.
All important steps to make sure you're financially ready for homeownership.
Buying a home is a big step, but it can also be incredibly rewarding.
Totally.
So good luck with your home buying adventure. And remember, knowledge is power.